Are you hungry? The question is simple, domestic, almost fragile in its ordinariness. Morning light filters softly through the window, settling across the breakfast table like a quiet blessing. Across from her, NHI nods. Yes, I'm hungry. There is something about the way children answer honestly that makes adults soften. It is Ni's first day of school. Today, however, carries weight. Are you nervous about your first day today? A pause. A small breath. Yes, I am. And just like that, the day announces itself as something larger than routine. James reaches for the food, carefully cutting it into smaller pieces. We'll cut it up so it's easier to pick up. This way it won't be so hot. The gesture is practical, but tender. Care, after all, is often disguised as instruction. What do you want to eat? Just one piece. To avoid getting in the way, you can use a spoon or chopsticks. I'll use chopsticks. He nods approvingly. Eat a lot so you'll have the strength to play with your friends. Yes, ma'am, NHI replies dutifully, echoing lessons learned about respect and obedience. Moments later, the water is less spicy now. Then triumphantly, I've finished eating. Be a good girl at school, NHI. The blessing floats after her like invisible armor. Seeds in the earth later that morning, the setting shifts from kitchen warmth to open fields. The soil smells alive, damp, metallic, promising. Deep stands surveying a modest plot of land that holds. In its silence, the possibility of harvest or disappointment. I don't know if my garden will have a bountiful harvest, she admits. Farming, like love, offers no guarantees. They begin planning aloud. We'll plant over there first, then this side. I'll hang Chinese cabbage and carrots on these two sides. Sweet potatoes on this side. 4 rows here, and later, radishes and carrots. Their voices blend into a choreography of intention. Carrots in these 3 rows, then radishes. I'm planting cabbage in these 2 rows and kohlrabi here. What do you think? Okay. And what is this? Cabbage. And this? Kohlrabi. The names of vegetables become markers of order in an uncertain world. I bought cabbage seeds today. I hope you all grow well. The hope is almost whispered, as though the seeds themselves might hear. Straight lines, careful hands. James, plant them in a straight line for me. Is this okay? Yes. It's okay. Their coordination is imperfect but earnest. The rhythm of hoeing, planting, and covering soil becomes intimate in its repetition. I hope the vegetables will grow well. Good vegetables depend on how we take care of them. A statement about agriculture. I hope you'll have more time to take care of this garden. Deep adds gently. A metaphor about relationships. He nods. Leave them here. If this plant lacks salt, do you know what to do? We'll fertilize it. No, we have to do it like this. She demonstrates. He watches. You're almost like a real farmer now. He smiles at the compliment. In this field, he is not defined by wealth, status, or expectation, only by effort. Furrows and out. Kohlrabi is planted like this, right? Or should we dig furrows first? For kohlrabi. We plant a little faster than cabbage. Another row, around here? Here, inside. White radish or red? White. I'll mark it here so we can identify it. Practical. These have already sprouted, she says. Hopeful. Organized. They'll probably grow faster. If you're tired, you can rest. I'm not tired, you rest. I see you're very tired. It's okay. The exchange is small but revealing. Care moves quietly between them, disguised as concern about fatigue. 3 bags of seeds, he says later. I'll try planting them first to see if they work. It's my first time buying here. Prepare the soil first, or let me sow them first. And you bury them. I'm afraid if I bury them too deep, they won't sprout. He demonstrates again. Push this corner down. Even if we dig like this, if we press it slightly, it'll be higher. She nods. When we finish, I'll spray ant repellent, absorbing each instruction. I'm afraid the ants will eat the sprouts. So many seeds, she murmurs, some won't. Life summarized in a single farming truth. Some will sprout. Yes, the weight of tomorrow. This year I'll plant red beets, James says. The seeds are this big. I wonder if we can grow them this big? I hope they will. Does this need a hoe? Yes. He begins forming furrows again. The physical labor seems to quiet the noise inside his head, for now. Like the radish side. Then, suddenly, the tone shifts. Carrots? He asks. Goodbye, Dad. Suspicion at home. When James returns home, soil still clinging faintly to his clothes, his father notices. Where did you go dressed like this? I worked in the fields. With Deep again? Yes. His father's gaze sharpens. Deep is your sister. The word lands like a stone in water. I haven't given up on her, James replies steadily. I didn't do anything beyond the limits. Before everything is clear, there's nothing wrong. You went with her again? Yes. I had a date to go on a trip. Where were you all morning? In the fields, planting vegetables. The argument circles familiar ground. Dad said Deep is my sister, James admits. But that's speculation. Have you had a DNA test? Yes. The room grows still. If the DNA proves she's my sister, you don't need to stop me. I'll distance myself. And then the other possibility, if the DNA test doesn't match. I hope you'll never forbid us again. Tomorrow, the results will come. If we are biological siblings, he says quietly, consider these our last moments together. Flowers before the verdict. Despite the looming uncertainty, he rehearses his smile. James goes to meet Deep. She is waiting for him. Forces brightness into his eyes. There are so many beautiful flowers, brother. The word pierces him. Do you want to play this? He laughs softly. Let me sit here. It's been so long since I've played games like this. Me too, she says. They sit among flowers and simple amusements, suspended between innocence and adulthood. It's really hard to get back childhood memories once they're gone, she reflects. Between hope and dread, tomorrow will decide everything. He nods. They play games. But today, they plant seeds. They talk about vegetables. They pretend the future isn't standing just behind them, waiting.